Thank you for joining us for part 3 of the Healer Within exercises, which have been adapted from the book by Roger Jahnke. We're going to go ahead and move on with massaging the neck and the shoulders. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around, give my back to the camera so that you can see the exercises. Basically, we'll take one of your hands and reach it up and over to the top of the scapula, and using that pressing in of all 4 fingers, just massage the whole area. Give yourself a few minutes on each shoulder, working up to the base and all the way down. If you like, you can use the opposite arm and press the elbow up a bit higher to get a little bit deeper in that rib of the scapula. And then the other one for the neck and the shoulders is to bring the hands into the sides of the neck, pressing in with the fingers, and just gently tossing the head side to side. And after a few repetitions on each side, move the hands up in 1-inch increments and begin eventually to bring the head to a bit more of a toss motion. Work the base slowly and then increase the speed. Be sure to let the arms rest in between, making sure that you haven't created any tension along the neck and the shoulders. For the next one, I'll be standing up and we'll trace the acupuncture channels. And I'll just do a side view from this one. This one's a good one to start by rubbing the hands together. Bring the hands in front of the eyes and pause until you can sense that feeling of heat or energy. Reaching the arms above the head. Tracing the acupuncture channels. Hands will press into the body. Travel down the back of the thighs, the calves. Transfer around to the front. Pulling that energy up and through. And on your own, you can repeat this one 3 or 4 times. I'll just bring it through twice. You can skip the rubbing of the hands together on your second and third repeat. But pause for a moment, feeling the energy between the body and the hands, and breathe. Pressing in through the shoulders, the low back, glutes, calves, ankles, and feet. Taking your time to pull the energy up and through the body. And then each time, just come back to your start position. Always pause for a moment and just allow your body to feel that energy moving. Great. So what I'll do to transition now is to start on the piece where we massage the abdomen. You'll want to sit at the edge of a chair, bring the tail to the edge, just allow the legs to open a bit. Bring the hands together just under the chest plate, right at the top of the ribs, and pressing in a clockwise fashion, massage the abdominal area, covering all the hands of the clocks. So you'll be moving from 12 to 1 to 2 to 3 and all the way through. Try that 3 times. And then for the second step of massaging the abdomen, we'll take the hands and press them together right underneath the top of the ribs. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Move to the 1 o'clock position and exhale. So you're pressing in and up under the ribs, exhaling as you fold, inhaling as you lift. And you'll trace that for each position where the hands of the clock would be, moving to 4 o'clock. Inhale up. 5 o'clock, pressing in and up. Right just above the pubic bone, pressing in and up. Inhaling up. Pulling in and up. Exhale. And when you have more time, you can take a little more time with each position. Just making sure that you cover the whole range. Making your way back up to 12 o'clock. Last one, 11 o'clock. And again, in between, drop the arms down, relax the arms, relax the shoulders, close the eyes, and take a couple of deep breaths. And we'll transition to energizing the organs. We'll take your hands for this first position and place both hands on either side of the ribs, covering all the organs that fall underneath the hands. Gently press in and circle and massage and energize the organs 3 times. There's a pause at the end to allow the reverberation and the energy to come back from the organs into the hands. Take a moment and sense that, feel that. We'll change it up now. One hand at the top near the heart and the other hand below the navel. Same thing, press in and circle 3 times. Always pause at the end to take that time for the organs to give the energy back, to feel energized, for you to feel that heat, that sensation, that tingling. And then we'll finish with the kidneys. I'll go ahead and turn sideways so you can see the hand placement. And although the acupuncture point for the kidneys and where we place the hands sometimes is a little bit different, it's the general kidney area. So we'll press in more a little bit above the low back, but underneath the rib, and press in 3 times. If you have time to do a little bit more, you'll do that, and then pause. Dropping the arms by your sides, and breathe. We'll transition now to the face and the ears, and we'll finish up here and then do our last video on the breath. So we'll take the hands and we'll begin to press those in. If you look in Roger Jahnke's book, you'll find 17 to 20 different points for the face that you can massage and press into. Each one of these points has a correlating point in the body. So for youthfulness under the eyes, we definitely want to make our way down the neck and get into this little notch spot at the thymus area. Energy gets stuck here a lot, so you can press in. You notice one hand tires, you can switch and go to the other hand. But covering as much of the spots of the face that you can, chin and under the nose and under the eyes. Remember, we did the ears earlier in another video, but when you're doing the face, you can also come out and repeat the ears. Pause for a moment and breathe. Wonderful. And that really concludes the massage section of the exercises. When we join you again, we'll finish with the breath, and then you'll have all the exercises. Thank you for joining us.